That is our greenhouse we just got. Had to pull all them panels off when I moved it. This thing's pretty light, so I was able to get it on the trailer and just screw it to the deck of the trailer to move it. Strap around the outside is just to make sure none of the side panels flew away, but we're going to get that off the trailer, turn on this fence, and we're going to stick it right up against this wall. So the panels in the back I'm going to leave off. I'm going to anchor this thing so it's right up against the house. So what I'm hoping for is that the bricks will retain the heat and keep the inside of the greenhouse warm. That'll keep this water from freezing. And the dryer vent right here will vent into the greenhouse, so if I know there's going to be a really cold night, I can always do a load of laundry before bed and shoot some heat and humidity into the greenhouse. So hopefully that works the way I'm thinking it will. Hopefully the bricks don't get cold and make everything in there colder, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let me get this off the trailer and we'll see what's happening. Alright, you can see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take these two 2x4s and I'm going to screw them right into here, and then another piece along down here, and then when I get those aligned, I'll push it back to the house and screw it into the mortar lines, like in here. You don't want to screw it into here. Screw it into here. That way if I ever pull this off, I just mix up a little mortar and just finger it in there, and the hole goes away. So let me get that all set up, and then we'll be back. Now you can kind of see what's going on here. We got this piece right here. I'll probably drill a hole in that and take a piece of rebar and bend it and drive it in the ground just to make sure the front doesn't get blown up from the wind. And then of course the back, now that I have this on, all the way around the whole entire backside, I'm going to put a foam insulation here and then screw this to the wall. So let's grab that stuff and get that on, and then we'll throw this up against the wall, level it, and get it done. Alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some of this stuff. It's like a foam insulation. I'm going to stick it on here. That way we don't get any huge air gaps. What I'm going to do, this is what I got laying around, so I'm just going to use this. This is a 3M spray glue. I'm just going to hit the 2x4s with this long enough so this will stick to it and I can screw it to the wall. That'll be enough for that. Now you can kind of see what's going on here. All this stuff here is going to go up against the brick and hopefully seal that in pretty good so I don't have any huge air leaks. Another thing too with these is, this is one of them kit greenhouses. You can see that's kind of loose. I think I might put screws in here, and I might silicone all the way around every one of these windows to avoid any air getting out. So now it's time to push this thing back into place and get it level. Yeah, you can tell that's not sitting level. I gotta go grab a level. I'll be back. Alright, it's time to level this thing. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw some bricks in there. Something like that should work. A little bit more. There we go. Let's see, we got to see what it looks like on this side. Alright, got to put one brick on the other side. That'll work. Well, I think that's as good as it's going to get. It is leaning a little bit that way, but for me to level it, this side will end up being about 8 inches off the ground, and that's not happening. So what I'll do then is take some dirt and just fill in that gap there so we don't have a wind tunnel going on in there. So now, got to get ready to screw this thing to the wall. What we're going to use is these white 2 3/8 inch tap cons. I'm going to tap con this into the mortar lines of the brick, not into the brick itself. That way I can, if I pull this greenhouse out, I'll pull the screws and just take a little mortar and fill in the hole, and it's like it never happened. Now I like these with the Torx bit better than the Phillips. Phillips is kind of a pain. They strip out real easy and it bounce around. These things usually grab pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and get the drill fired up and screw this thing to the wall and get it done. So we got a screw right in here and a screw down there. This thing ain't gonna go nowhere. We got to get a couple screws up in here. It'll kind of suck that back a little bit, but now you can see the reason why I put this insulation in here. Otherwise I'd have air gaps everywhere, and that's no good. So let's go to the other side. Got to put some screws in this side. All done, all in place. Kind of see what I did here. Frame for the bottom. This guy here, I don't have enough space to put my lawn tractor in the garage for the winter, so I think I'll just park it here and put the front tire sitting on that. That way this thing doesn't move. But And you can see what I did here. I screwed into the brick, into the mortar lines. Don't forget your insulation. This stuff will keep all the draft out. So then we got that, and then you got everything inside. We're gonna just throw down some fabric for that, but like I said, you can see I got my water supply, and there is hot and cold there. Got my dryer vent for when it gets really cold. We'll just make sure to do a load of laundry late in the evening. Throw a little extra heat and humidity in here. So that's pretty much it. You know, I got to get some dirt and fill in down there on both sides. But getting all this stuff in order, I think I'm going to park that, like I said, right there. And then that's got to get in the garage. That's got to get in the garage. This has got to get in the garage. Kind of busy. I'm having surgery on my wrist for carpal tunnel, and my elbow. I got something torn in there that I got to fix. So that's Monday. So I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot for a couple of months. So I'm just trying to get all my stuff in a row. So unfortunately, the garden is a fall or winter garden is not happening this year because I just don't have time. So what we're going to do is grow a little bit of stuff in there over the winter, and then all of these guys, there's 23 of these guys, they are all going to freezer camp Saturday. So that'll be that for the for them until probably mid-December. We'll probably order another batch. I should be all better by then, but oh, look at this guy calling for his friends to come back. Hey, where are you going? What are you guys doing? Yeah, they're big, man. They're probably 5-6 pounds right now. Definitely got a lot bigger. But anyways, I think that's all I got for you. And I got all my firewood ready. That stuff I didn't even have time to split, but there's about 2 full cords of wood right there. So I think we'll be good on firewood for the winter. So, like I said, that's about it for this video. Just a little greenhouse update. Got to clean all this stuff up, get my garage packed up, get ready for winter. Alright, we'll see you on the next one.